Hi, my beautiful people. And so there's something that has been on my mind lately. I really, well, it's not lately. I think about this all the time, and it's a very sensitive subject. But at the same time, I thought I would talk about it, and that is homosexuality and Christianity. You know, I think I can only imagine how it is to love someone and be told that that person that you love is wrong. And I know, for example, because I am a heterosexual, I was born this way. Like I know that I was born, and when I started having eyes for someone, it just so happened to be a man. And I can't imagine what that would be like if I was told that the person that I was attracted to, that the person that I loved, that it's wrong. And with being told that it was wrong, I can't imagine what it would be like to hide who I am and hide who I love, or maybe be disowned or exiled from my own family just because of how I feel about someone. I honestly don't know how that feels, but I feel horrible. When I think about it and I put myself in that person's shoes, I feel horrible because I cannot imagine what that would feel like. But what even bothers me more is that the people who are of the LGBTQ community and the people who are not heterosexual, which is the norm, why they get turned away from the church. Like if I have gay friends, and I can only imagine, and when I've talked to them, and when their families have refused to acknowledge them based on the fact that they love people, that just basically because the Bible tells us that homosexuality is not allowed. But then, if you really, really read into the Bible also tells you that, you know, that everybody is welcome into the church. It doesn't matter. God welcomes everyone, anyone, and everyone into the church. And why is it that we human beings, we the Christian human beings, that we feel like it is our place to turn people away from the church? You know, why is it that when someone comes out and tells you I am gay, when someone tells you that I am, I'm a lesbian, I am of the LGBTQ community, you stop all of a sudden trying to bring this person to God. You stop trying to invite them to church based on their sexual orientation. And it's like, it bothers me so much because why are we judging other people because they sin differently? And for me, I empathize with them even more because I can only imagine how it would feel when you tell me that the person that I love, I didn't choose, I just love this person, that it's wrong, that it's a sin. It's hard. It's hard to process. It's hard to understand. And I know for sure this is a conversation that God and we're going to have to talk about it when I get to heaven. It's like, okay, we're really going to have this conversation. But the reason that I'm talking about this is because I feel that it's very bad when I find my fellow Christians kicking out people from the church, telling people that they're not welcome into the church just because of their sexual orientation. Because to be honest, what people do in their bedroom is really none of your business. Like, we cannot be judging people based on what they do in their bedroom, because at the end of the day, we are not the ones that are supposed to be judging. God is the ultimate judge. And at the end of the day, yes, you might want to separate yourself from that person for whatever your reason. But at the end of the day, I think it is very bad when you try and separate that person from God. When you say that, you know what, I am a sinner, I know I'm not perfect, and God allows me into the church, but then this other person is different, is of a different sexual orientation, and so you choose to push them away and exile them away from the church. Yet God says that he loves us all. He loves us all. No sin is bigger than the other. And we all make choices and we all live life. And so I think this is to my fellow Christians, man. It's just like, have more sympathy, and we have no place telling people not to come to the church. We have no place doing that. There's so many people out here that I see doing some crazy, crazy things, and people don't even exile them. Look at someone like Kanye, he went and changed his name to Jesus Christ, and no one did anything about it. There was no uproar from the church, but let one gay person decide to go to the house of the Lord. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, that gonna come and turn the rest of the congregants gay? I really don't understand that, and I just I think that we as Christians, we just need to do better. We need to do better when it comes to how we treat our LGBTQ community, and we need to definitely welcome them to church, and we need to just love, because if there's one thing that God taught us, that Jesus taught us when he was here on earth, is just to love one another, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that includes the people that you don't agree with, that they come, it is going to be people that you disagree with, that people that do things that you don't sit right with you. But at no point in time should we push people away from God. We should never, ever push people away from God, turn people away from God, from the house of God, because the house of God is for that. It's for sinners, and we're all sinners. We all fall short of God's glory. And yeah, that's all. That was all that was going through my head right now. And this subject is always going to be a sensitive one for me, because I have a lot of people, a lot of friends who are in the LGBTQ community. And do I understand? No, I genuinely do not understand. I am not saying that the Bible is wrong in what it says. The Bible also tells us not to have premarital sex, but we have premarital sex all the time. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, those people are not turned away from the church just because they had premarital sex, you know? And if they are, then I think the church is wrong for doing that, honestly. So yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to share. Guys, my fellow Christians, be kinder, be more understanding, and be like Jesus. Jesus taught love. So, wishing you all a lovely week. Keep it locked.